All right. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy RT Kafan Arsenio, no relation to Arsenio Hall. What's going on?
Let's go.
Roundtable Radio.
Roundtable.
You are now tuned into the Roundtable Radio.
Roundtable.
You're now tuned into the Roundtable Radio.
Roundtable.
Let's go.
Roundtable Radio.
Hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
Chillin', chillin'.
Oh, I got 40 days. How you doing? You doing all right today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm excited about this interview. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are. But that's okay, man. We here now. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get it started. First of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down with me to talk about some upcoming projects, talk about the recent album. It's hot. I love it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Well, let's go ahead and get it started now. You say what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. We still here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get it started. Now, I always like to start my interviews off getting to know the person one-on-one, getting to know where their head is at as an artist, when they step in the booth, when they're working on the next, project. So I'm going to start over with this one. And when it comes to you as an artist, what do you think motivates you and influences you for you to be at your 100% best when it comes to this rap game?
Who you say who or what influencing?
What is your number one motivator?
I'm be honest. It's the fashion, but if I say it's people, it's definitely the older generation for me. Like the older rap game, like the females that rap back in the day, like Little Kim, Missy Elliott, Eve, Shauna. I mean, it's the list goes on. But rappers like that I look to, that one makes me go the hardest. And fashion, I like fashion. I like to dress.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Now, when would you say it was that number one moment to where you were just like, okay, music is gonna be that thing that I'm gonna stick to, and I'm gonna put my 100% best into it. Like, when was that moment for you where you were just like, oh yeah, this is it?
Well, cause I've been doing music for a long time, so I started off singing.
Okay.
Singing. It was just I would make music, and it would just never sell. It would just never gravitate to people because of other artists that were maybe out at the time. There's many things that played into it. I may not have been ready at the time too, and so I said, let me try rapping. So when I tried rapping, it just registered with me more. I can say a lot more. I can get my point across more. I can still ride the beat. It's still music, which I love. I have a passion for that. So when I said I was gonna do rapping, that's when I said it was gonna be serious for me. When people started taking to me and started actually listening.
Right. Right. Okay. So I gotta ask you, I'm gonna start off with this question here, and this question right here has become more popular within my interviews because I like to get everybody's views when it comes to this question. So okay. I want to ask, I'm gonna start with this one. What are your views when it comes to the rap game? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's really an open portal to where anybody can just drop whatever they want to whenever they feel like it? Do you think it's where it needs to be, or do you think it needs a lot of work?
It needs some work. The doors are opening up for certain things. However, it's still like a one-sided thing. Like it's still like they only want one person at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, the female rap game, the doors are opening up. Many of us are out. It's just they just want to see one person at the top right now.
Right.
We're trying to change the narrative, to say that, hey, it's okay to share the spot. She's hot, but there's another hot artist that, it goes back in the day. Like there was Missy Elliott, there was Lil Kim, there were so many rap artists that we could listen to. It wasn't just one.
Right.
And so that's for real.
That's true. That's true. So, like, what are your views when it comes to the female artists? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they doing their thing? You know what I'm saying? If you could do like a percentage to where you have you take every female artist in the game and you put them all together, you know what I'm saying? Do you think everybody as a whole, when it comes to female artists, are doing their thing, or do you just think some people over here are doing something, some people over here are trying but ain't really doing shit? Do you think everybody's really doing their thing at once?
Everybody's doing their thing at once. Everybody has different goals. We can start there. So what one girl's goal is may not be the next girl's goal, you know? So, I mean, it just depends on how and what you want out of the situation. That, you know, the deals that you make with your people, that plays a big part. Um, and yeah, just the money. Like, you just have to make the right decisions and you have to know what you want, because some people just want to be comfortable in where they at. You know, as long as they're making money, they're cool with that. And then there's some people that want it all.
Right, right. So what would you say Kiara Rabbitt brings to the table when it comes to the female artist? You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody was to combine you to, I don't know, there's a lot of female artists in the rap game today. So we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? So what would you say Kiara Rabbitt makes Kiara Rabbitt stand out the most from everybody else?
Um, Individuality. I have a look. I have my own character. Everybody has their own. When you say somebody's name that's in the rap game, they own have their own character. So we can't really say like, oh yeah, somebody's trying to be like this or somebody's trying to be like that. No, we all have characters.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you are a real rap artist, and if you have anybody paying attention to you, you got to look behind you. You're not coming out there just looking any kind of way and just saying stuff. You know what I mean? So you have to follow a blueprint.
Right. That's true. That's true.
But
Yeah.
my
I
character,
agree with you 100%.
yeah. So I went with the whole Jessica Rabbit thing. You know, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? So just like Kiara Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit, that makes sense. She's a voluptuous type girl, even though she's a cartoon character. It's something that you can still play a fantasy off of with the guys, and you know, something that the girls can kind of like look up to and want to kind of like be like. So it's just like it was perfect, you know, for
Yeah.
me. I don't think it's trying to be like anybody else. I'm not trying to be an animal, even though I could play on an animal. That's the thing. That's the fun part about my name, Kiara Rabbit. So
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it, there's so many. You got Lola Bunny. You have there's a couple of the rabbits that you can like. There were sex symbols besides just Jessica Rabbit. So there's many ways I can play on this situation and play on that name and just make myself who I am. But it's not about the animal.
Right, right. So I gotta ask you, man, because there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of female artists in the rap game, and a lot of female artists in the rap game feel like when they come in the game, you know what I'm saying, it's got to be a whole one big fashion show. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a lot of artists, a lot of these females out here can't rap. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? But it's the looks that really get them overboard. You know what I'm saying? It's the looks that really give them. You know, but when we look at somebody, and you know, I'm not trying to be on no bandwagon or anything like that. But when you look at Kiara Rabbitt, you see somebody bringing the looks and someone who can bring the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You kind of look at other artists, female artists, and just like, well, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So what's one thing that you could say to any upcoming female rapper that really wants to be in the game, that, you know what I'm saying, wants to make sure they're bringing that right delivery?
Well, stay true to who you are. Don't let nobody really change who you are. If you got something and you have an idea and you got somebody that believe in you, first of all, you have to believe in yourself. That's the first key. Believe in yourself. If you have an idea, if you believe in it, and that's what you want to go with, and that's what you want to do, go with your heart.
Right.
The heart never lies. It's not going to steer you wrong.
That's true.
Somebody behind you that believes in you, just, you know, go with that as well. So like, don't be afraid to express ideas and see where everybody's point of view is coming from, so you can create what you want the people to see.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Real shit. Real shit. Okay. Okay. Now let's turn up a little bit now, because I want to ask you some questions about this album, man. Who Framed Kiara Rabbitt? Now, first of all, the title alone is classic. You know what I'm saying? It's classic. I like the cover. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much self-explanatory, but I want you to give me a little background about this album. Now, how did you come up with the concept behind this album, and why Who Framed Kiara Rabbitt? Why that title?
I mean, well, I like the whole theme of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like, that's where the whole thing comes from. And so in the movie, she was looking for the person who framed her husband, which was Roger Rabbit, and everybody in the movie couldn't believe that she was dating Rabbit.
We had another connection malfunction, but we still here. RT Kafan Arsenio. We sitting with Kiara Rabbitt. We had a good interview till the connection wanted to come and fuck us up. But we gonna see if we can get it right back. Right here on Roundtable Radio, man. Let's go. Let's rewind a little bit. So give us a little background about how you came up with the concept behind the album Who Framed Kiara Rabbitt.
Okay, so basically in a nutshell, she's in the movie, she's in love with with this with this rabbit. Like, and everybody believe that she's really like Goo Gaga, or she's actually married to him, because he's weird. He's a rabbit. He's goofy. He's clumsy. He's all over the place or whatever. However, somebody is trying to frame him, and they're trying to take over the town. Pretty much trying to come together, and just trying to get him cleared, and so she can just be happily ever after. So the whole story is about pleasing her, and that's what the the concept of the album, where it was going. So the look wise, that's what I was trying to target. However, lyric wise, it was more so kind of like what I was going through at the time. So I had like a lot of mixed emotions at the time. It kind of goes in a movie frame, but it's more so of just trying to figure out what my situation was at the time, and trying to fix it and make it better and make it work for me so that I don't fail when I release the project.
Oh yeah, man. You got some dope tracks on there, man. I had to kind of rewind it a little bit myself, man, because I do definitely. I like Patron Sex. Definitely the track you did with Gas Monroe. Shout out to Gas Monroe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all both went hard on that track, man. I was like, God damn, man, made me want to consider. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also do music myself. So whenever we hear somebody flowing like that, it makes you like, oh, hold on, I need to change up some shit of mine. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my shit sharp too. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all, you did your thing on that album, man. Definitely a hit. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that album, man. Now I gotta ask you, when it comes to production, man, do you have a particular sound that you look for, or are you kind of open to pretty much any production?
I kind of go with the flow. Like, the beat is important to me. So when I'm listening to the beat, if the beat is catchy, if I'm rocking with it, I'm riding to it, I go with the flow. So I start off by writing my words, and then I'll get like a little melody in my head, and I'll just go with it. I think the key is just mainly just sounding confident when you're recording, and just being confident in what you're sounding and how you're sounding and what you're saying.
Right.
As long as that element to that, the flow of what I'm doing really is what make it different, and what make people like be attracted to the whole situation, because it's like, okay, I hear the flow, but she really cocky with it. She's in what she's saying. So that's what I feel like people be gravitating towards.
Okay, most definitely, man, most definitely. Well, I know you got the one music video, the Special Favors. You know what I'm saying? Dope video. You know what I'm saying? Dope video. Are there any more video? Are you gonna have any more visuals coming from this album, or are you pretty much done with this album right here and working on the next one?
No, I'm actually working on visuals. So that's my main focus now with this project, is working on my visuals. I did have ever drop a new project with another artist, but it's all a part of the marketing strategy. So the thing is, I'm creating a buzz. So I'm trying to keep that buzz flowing, and keep people, keep coming to the pit, so they can see what's going on. And so when I release my visuals, they can catch up, because that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Everything go hand in hand. I'm in there.
Oh yeah, it's still going, man. It's still going. Now I gotta ask you, you're part of this Station Head album as well, right?
Correct.
Right. So give me a little background about that, man, because for everybody who doesn't know, Station Head is a podcast platform, but y'all came out with an album, which is pretty dope about that. So how were you able to be a part of that, man? Because that's dope. That's dope.
Well, I was actually on Station. I was doing an interview when my album came out with someone on Station Head, and they introduced me to a guy named Knucklehead, which is the person who actually produced the album. And they was just like, oh yeah, you guys should link up. You guys should do a song together because your sound, his sound he's really really different. I think that'll go hand in hand. So I'm just like, who is this person? Who is this person? And I finally met him, and I heard his music, and his music was dope. So I'm just like, just send me something. Let's see what's going on. And he sent me a track. Once I heard the track, I'm just like, okay. So I'm vibing to him. I'm just like, well, give me a couple of days, and I'll just write it out and record it. And that's what I did. And then once I did that, he was just like, I'm just go ahead and make an album. I'm just like, you know what, that'll be dope. Yeah. I think you should put people on it, so he did that. Like, he started putting people on it, and the rest is history. Like, he really, really bodied that. His whole mastering scheme of how he did everything as far as, like, planning it, getting people together. It's hard to get a lot of artists on one project. You know what I mean? It's not like one song. Just to come together and work together without too much ego being involved. And I'm not saying that didn't nothing take place, but it still worked out.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're doing a big project like that. Oh yeah.
I'm so happy. So it turned out.
Is it out on platforms yet?
It's out. It's out everywhere. It's out on Apple Music. It's out on Spotify. It's out everywhere.
Say that again. Say that again. We lost you a little bit.
Big Old Butt, the album with me and him on it.
Okay.
That's the leading track.
Okay, man. Y'all like I said, man, y'all be sure to go check that out if you haven't. Y'all be sure to go pick that up if you haven't. Now, are there you got anything coming up soon? Any more projects coming up in the works or about to drop soon?
I do plan on working on some singles. Right now, I'm kind of focused on my album. I want to focus on the visuals and push more visuals out for the album, and just it's still fresh and new. Even though it's been out for maybe a couple of weeks, close to a month, it's still, whoever hears it after this is still going to be registered new. So I'm just going to focus on pushing and promoting that.
Okay, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Well, listen, man, I definitely can't wait to hear what's next. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely be checking out that Station Head album. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be rewinding that Who Framed Kiara Rabbitt album, because and honestly, I feel like that right there is good marketing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're on to something. You know what I mean? It's really hard these days for you to find an artist. And I'm not saying, there's not anybody out there, because I interview a lot of dope artists. But when it comes to people who can really find their niche and really find, that spot where they're supposed to be in, not a lot of people out here really know where to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's really dope when I come across artists and interviews artists who's really got their foot on the gas pedal, and really on what they're trying to do. So, I wish you nothing but luck, wish you nothing but success. Keep doing your thing. Now, before we get up out of here, man, are there any shout outs you want to give out? Any producers, any songwriters, anybody in your DMs who can't get through to your DMs, or anybody who's trying to comment on your post who ain't gonna get no response? Anybody?
I'm gonna like it. I do be liking comments and stuff. I'll respond if it's a decent comment. I will respond. And if you're talking to me nice in my DMs, I might respond to you depending on who you are. But shout out to Gas.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Knucklehead. Shout out to Station Head. Just shout out to my family. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Just shout out to all my supporters who have been supporting me since day one. Shout out to all my new people that's going to be jumping on board, because I see y'all. Y'all see me, and it is what it is. I'm in here. It's here.
Yeah. Definitely. Most definitely. Well, look, Kiara Rabbitt, listen, like I said, I wish you nothing but success when it comes to your music career. I want to thank you again for taking the time to sit down with me to discuss your new project, Who Framed Kiara Rabbitt, out now on Spotify, on major platforms. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say up here at Roundtable Radio, stay safe. God bless. Keep your mask on. Keep going grocery stores. And until next time, peace.
Just don't let me see you shoot no dogs.
Roundtable Radio.